To the listeners, supporters, fans, well wishers, Salon Talk Forum, where they deal with issues, comedy, and analysis. Again, it's the Kutubu Kuruma, don't come back. Today, again, I could say, Saturday, May 18, 2024. Which I want to do, first of all, I want to ask now for follow me now. As usual, again, we already ask now for share, for comment, and also for subscribe to the Kutubu Kuruma YouTube platform. Please, I really want to subscribe to the Kutubu Kuruma YouTube platform. What thing they can do now? They can, like we say, we're on this NPRC, revolution. Now, remember, say the broadcast will come out today. He talked about the top decision-making body where they may set up just like a parliament. We talk about that today, and we talk about the membership. So what do they can't talk about? Now, what you call the executive branch, meaning that the one way in a civilian administration, we will call them say the ministers then. But since this is not a military disposition or dispensation, whatever we call them, we'll call them secretaries of state then. So what do they can do? Will they come announce other than be the ministers then? I will make it simple for other people that will not go understand. But usually in a military, dispensation, they call them secretaries then. Now, it starts with Captain Strasser, where double as chairman of the NPRC and head of state also. And it been get the defense, portfolio. Now under remit now they been there. Then we go to Lieutenant Solomon Musa, the guy where they call Serge Musa. In there be the deputy head of state. But from reports they they get, they say the guy was very powerful. In fact, how true this is or not true, but the understanding was that even Strasser said in the Yekam, but that's not a conjecture actually, because I don't see how, the head will yek the deputy head. I really don't see that. But in any case, that been come out. But Solomon Musa, when they call Serge Musa, now in and be the deputy head. Then we go to John Benjamin, the mastermind of the coup, the man when I financed the coup. John Benjamin, I actually been there, for the, you go talk to the overall secretariat, where you go say, if I been there in charge of the chairman in office been there. So in other words, you go actually talk say, now be coordinate, things there inside the chairman in office. Then we get Arnold Bishop Gooding. We, of course, we know who Arnold Bishop Gooding. In parents saying that they may get, Gooding's hall. That way Salon be sweet. Walking, go there and dance in the, Gooding's hall. So now in Daddy or in parents saying that they may get Gooding halls. I don't know how many people they know of that, because the same way we been way under a good number of, today, beginning not be known. So now if you don't born it, but let's even assume say they be not born, and not be known, go, they're not being the common, so they're not going to know of them places. But in any case, J. Arnold Bishop Gooding, now have been the Attorney General, then the man that will be in charge of law business. Then we get also Dr. Ramadan Dumbuya, Ahmed Dumbuya, where now have been the minister or secretary for foreign affairs, meaning that Naim been there in charge of diplomatic conduct. As a matter of fact, they even been Kaya wants him, like you see where the NPRC become, it's a become. Then you get Mr. Jim Fona. Jim Fona have been governor of that bank, and he also work now World Bank now. Yeah. So now they may pick as the finance minister. This where they talk so now the first thing this way come after they not set up the first, the supreme body, and the supreme, council, where they not set them up. So now they come out to the ministers. Then you also get this guy, what they call Arthur Abraham. Arthur Abraham, as a matter of fact, now have been the secretary for education or minister of education. Let not forget, see, him in the Nafubi College. And the guy talks to Jim Fona, in your job, now have been the minister of finance. We get then we go to Dr. John Karimu, where then have been the Minister of Trade and Industry or Secretary of Trade and Industry. Then we go to Colonel Kamara, then Almami Kamara, A.O. Kamara. Now I'm in charge of internal affairs, then like then chief business, security, police, and all things in the night. Then you will get Wilfred Kanu. Major Wilfred Kanu, where I've been in charge of tourism. Then we get Major SFY Koma, where I've been in charge of agriculture. Then you will get Philip Bondo, where I've been in charge of works, housing, lands, and country planning. Then Philip Bondo. Then you will get Komba Kambo. As a matter of fact, that's the time we even can America. So, I'm in charge of energy and water resources. I mean, ministry that. Then you can get Julius Madabio, where now I'm in charge of information and broadcasting. Then you can get Charles Mbayo, where now I'm in charge of transport and communication. Then you can get Dr. Akim Jibril, where I'm in charge of health and sanitation. Then they may also appoint, resident ministers or commissioners. You may get Tom Numa, where I'm in charge of Eastern Province. Then you may get Major Gabriel Mani, where I'm in charge of Southern Province. Then you may get Major Fala. Excuse me, Sewa, where we in charge of Northern Province, and then said it. Then Major General Yusu Sanogoto, now he have been the Chief of Army Staff or Chief of Defense Staff, whatever they call him. Then you began the Inspector General of Police, then Joe Stanley. Then the City Council, waiting and do, they commit the management, so they may put on a Kibo Betts in hand, I be in charge. Now, after a few months, where they not set up the thing, they restructure the secretariat. They just don't come. So things were really not that in order properly. So they just set up the government. But a few months into where they not set up the government, then they restructure them again. So again, I could say Captain Strasser Nain have been chairman and head of state. Solomon and Musa, owner Saj Musa, he remained as a deputy chairman and head of state. John Oponjo Benjamin, of course, now I'm in charge of the NRC affairs, the secretariat, now I'm in there. So you go even call him then I'm the chief of staff. Then, of course, you can get Julius Madabio, when I'm the principal liaison. So they change the titles and now they begin to call the liaison officers. So in be number 1. They get Captain Komba Kambo, when I'm the principal liaison officer number 2. Then you get Captain Charles Bayo, when I'm the principal liaison officer number 3. Then liaison officers are so, as a matter of fact, then a state house, now they, now they meet. Then coordinates government policies, the policies and we, the NPRC, they work on. Now they your job that for coordinator. So as time they go on, they they change, they bring other people on board. For example, you can get Reginald Dunstan Grover, where they may bring on board, then they make now I'm in charge of mines. then then you get mines and mineral resources, and also you get kind of yunkela way na trade and industry. So the Bureau Administration, I mean the NPRC, na make that job day. Now I'm in charge of trade and industry. Then you of course you get Dr. John Karimo, where now bring down a finance. Don't forget say be the trade and industry. But now this time around they bring down a finance. Then you get the other, other ministries where they all na be, they all na be, secretaries of state. Now, this that the composition of the team after they now form the supreme body. Where we now remember when we do the earlier broadcast, we talk about the people then where we did at the supreme body, where they be on job than they we'll talk about that. Then within the constraints of that, now they pick the cabinet. The supreme body where they be said now only one civilian be did and John Opojo Benjamin, because not forget see where we already talk about the fact about John Opojo Benjamin. I mean, like we say now in have been the mastermind of the coup, now in finance and in place they keep the arms them now Magic Town that they keep the arm. So now that make it become very, very influential. As a matter of fact, outside today, we want as let him be the leader, but he declined. Even Strasser self, where they may ask him for let him be the leader, in decline also. He said because not forget say we don't sustain injury at the war front, but they try to pass way down and say let it take the job. At the point in time, they will send them come abroad. And that happened. Now we recall in an earlier broadcast what we make, we talk about the fact say in the Captain Strasser, with number of NPRC people, they all become America so. And that come with the Mikana. It be at Walter Reed Hospital. Walter Reed Hospital, now the army hospital, that now the government hospital that where now they in charge of, when I responsible for the president in medical business, the Congress people there, and the cabinet ministers there, that they own hospital that. And as a matter of fact, now a hospital where they don't merge with the Navy. So now they call it now the National Medical Center. Then even they na DC now they Walter Reed na DC now off Georgia Avenue. But and all people now they don't can go na Bethesda for go merge with the Navy Hospital. So it don't be one now. So now the Secretariat this of the NPRC, the ministers MO, and the one them way they are on now the supreme body, the Council of State, now in and be the supreme body, and now they be the operate just like a parliament. Don't go get a parliament. Don't go get a parliament. They will get a cabinet where they want to day-to-day affairs. The Council of State immediately for make policies and the national policies them. But once they make them policies, then they hand them over to the committee of secretaries. Even Ghana self immediately where Rollins take over. Why sending at the secretariat where now they make decisions but they appoint civilians for work with them. Equally also in Nigeria, it happened where Buhari then take over from this man Shagari when they take over from Shagari, and even also where Babangida himself take over from Buhari. Himself, he appoint civilians for the run the ministries. So the next thing we get for come discuss by God power, we go now discuss about the intrigues that will take place inside the secretariat. Why is that lady? One thing about a coup, where coup take place, there is always this tendency for let counter coup take place. There's always. not to only Salon know that it happened in Nigeria when Buhari, where a year ago don't left as president, when they took over from Shagari in 83, by August 27, 85, now the chief of army staff take over. He formed a coup against him. He take over. Now Ghana also, don't forget, the January 13, 1972, this man, where we call Acheampong being seized power from Prime Minister Kofi Buzia. Along the way, where they go, now in military deputy, the one way been bring come, where they give them promotions, them where they turn them to generals. Fred Akufo take over. He in colleagues them now the SCM. They form a coup against Acheampong and pull them come out. But within a year where they do that, now Rollins come with that in June 4 revolution where they pull them all come out, and we know what happened to them. Where Rollins they pull them come out. So this is not the uncertainty. This about military coups them where it come, now the politics of man to man watch and all that thing. So what thing we go do now though? Down the way, the next thing we'll get for talk about now by God power. Now the palace school will take place where see Strasser out of power and where Julius Mother build income. We will definitely look into that. And most of them here what they talk so now, it also get for be part of the political history. That book way at the right, it get for be part of it. It get for be part of it at the right. Because like we say, we they look at Salon, yes, the history way therefore we they look at Salon, the pre-colonial times. Say we go to Lancaster House, May 1960. We negotiate a constitutional a document. We get a when I usher we independence, on April 27, 1961. And the kind of politics we've been in the country by God power, we'll talk about that also. We'll talk about that trade going up to wait till they party there. So that make if you observe that we don't have small now they do have small, because this is very important. The reason why we don't decide for we all of them here so because we politicians them they really don't update we, they're not update we. They did right, but a lot of things say way be not happen now since the time where guys like JD Ali they right, people like Akintola Wise they right. A lot of things they not take place where they not update them. So me decide say me go come also. It may not need to wait for that I can update them. But that's make. Now, having said this, you get the people then WhatsApp group, then social media group. Yesterday, I announced I they come, I they take a leave of absence. Now the WhatsApp group then, so that I go focus on writing this book where it don't long overdue. I tell people then that. Say because of that, I don't go there at the WhatsApp group anymore. But more so, I go there now because they can say me friends in Guinea. Now they help set up this platform here for me. They help set them up for me. They give me the idea and I go tell Mr. David Bangura here in daughter de Boku thank you. Because after the guys in Guinea don't, make me a journalist, they don't make me a journalist to them. They say, well, let's set up the Facebook live and the YouTube. Because one thing about the YouTube, where people they know they understand the importance of it. Once something don't go on YouTube, they take go. They take go. Once it don't did it, there are a lot of things same way I can read, either on Nigeria or Ghana, where don't happen long time. It don't happen long time. But when you they look at it, just start like it just they happen now. So when they look at it, just start like it don't happen. So it don't happen now. That now the benefits that of YouTube. YouTube now a good library. Now a place that where they keep documenting, for long. So because like they play in WhatsApp, they then say, well, after a while, people they get for clean their phones. And when they clean their phones, then most of them they delete them. But once you don't bring it here now Yasu, now this kind of a platform there, it say go. It did not. So now that make us say, well, you know what, and they bring up. So people then go always go there and make a reference. All you need for do, you go to Kutubu Kuruma YouTube, then you go able to pick them up. You go to the Kutubu Kuruma platform or the YouTube page, you go see them there. It go just start like the thing just happen now, but so it don't happen long term. So when I tell the people they say they come out, I take well, I call them study leave, not just call them study leave or leave of absence. Now, waiting the propaganda guys in the waka they do, then the waka they talk say they don't silence me on social media. But they cannot tell anybody there would have been nothing like World War I. World War I came about because of the ignorance on the part of the students in Sarajevo, where we killed the Archduke Ferdinand Franz, that Sarajevo here with. That nice spark World War I out of ignorance. When people are ignorant, they can do anything. The fundamental question we didn't get need for access. They say they don't silence me na social media or they get for access to this question there. Usai Kutubu de? Na Salon Kutubu de? Or na America Kutubu de? Then they go to the next question where they get for access. Waiting the amendment number 1 to this great document of this country, the constitution of this country. Waiting the first amendment talk now about free speech. Waiting the amendment talk. If people they actually be read, this is exactly what you talk about people the way they know they read, they know they read that. Because the Parliament of the United States, the Congress of the United States, not get power for block free speech. They don't get time. The Parliament of the United States, when are the highest body, the highest legislative body in this country also, not get power for block free speech. For guard free speech, they don't get time. So the question now is, if the Congress of the United States, when are the highest decision-making body, not get that power there for block free speech, other them na Salon go block free speech, or us Africa na ya, we go say it don't silent Kutubu. But that's exactly what they told, the ignorance on the part of people then. When me decide for do now me decide say no, I no go day again because I not see that way beneficial na the kind of a platform the WhatsApp group. I not see that way beneficial there. Me not learn nothing there. I don't learn nothing there. So therefore, I get for move and go to a place where I go learn there, or where I go to interact with people there, where they actually for they get self-respect. And when they kind of the social media, they get the understanding say not to a right for did it. Now a privilege. Now make they did it. Now a privilege where they did it. So what they do, they conduct themselves in a manner where befitting the consequence of the place. That made they not the cause trouble. But if you go now social media, you go now the WhatsApp group now, you see all that thing. So now the reason that we are commodity. So one, I will come now here, I will come up with issues in here. Why are they focus on the project where I get? That the reason that. But people then could say, well, me you can say, well, now, now free speech. Because free speech now integral part of the democratic process. Then all them kind of thing the way they talk. we get for accept in good faith. Say, now they don't write that for talk them thing. Now they write for talk that day. What see me know? Nobody now go pull me come on social media. I don't know of anybody where go breathe me right to free speech. Free speech where one, now me human rights down there. But above all, the country where me find myself where are there, United States, it give me that guarantee that under the First Amendment. The First Amendment to the Constitution of the United States there, make a patently clear that the Congress, meaning the Parliament, no go pass any law we go breach free speech. No, they don't get that power there. So, like I say, the ignorance, like I say, again, what you bring about World War I, that ignorance. So, like I say, what I can, because earlier on today, we don't do the council of the council of states. When at the highest body, we don't do them. So waiting we can't do now today. Now for come talk about the factory, the cabinet where they form, where in March now I come announce that. So where I say we talk about Captain Strasser, when are the head of state, and when I be in charge of in charge of defense. You talk about Salon Musa, when are the deputy head of state, and you talk about John Benjamin, when I be the coordinate Strasser in office or the secretariat, as a matter of fact. We talk about Arnold Bishop Gooding, when I be the Attorney General. We talk about Ahmed Ramadan Doumbouya, when I'm in charge of foreign affairs. We talk about Ato Ibrahim, when I'm in charge of education. We talk about John Karimu, when I'm in charge of trade and industry. We talk about Colonel Almami Kama, when I'm in charge of internal affairs. We talk about Wilfred Kanu, when I'm in charge of tourism. We talk about SFY Kuruma, when I'm in charge of agriculture. We talk about Philip Bondo, when I'm in charge of works, housing, lands, and country planning. We talk about Kambo, when I'm in charge of energy, water resources. We talk about Julius Madabiyo, when I'm in charge of information and broadcasting. We talk about Chalimbayo or Charles Mayo, when I'm in charge of transport and communication. We talk about Dr. Kim Jibril, when I'm in charge of health and sanitation. We talk about Tom Yuma, when I've been the resident minister in the Eastern Province. We talk about Major Gabriel Mani, when I'm in the Southern Province. We talk about Fala Sewa, when I'm in charge of the North. We talk about Major General Yusuf Sanogoto, when I'm the Chief of Defense Staff. We talk about Study, when I'm in charge of police. Then Akibo Bet's way, they in charge of the city council. Then like we say the secretariat and the one that will be the way they coordinate things under your Captain Strasser in leadership. Now you get Solomon Musa, you get Oponyo Benjamin, we can say the mastermind of the coup. They get Julius Pada Bio, we have been the principal legion officer, of course, that different ministry. You get Combat Cambo, we be inside of the principal legion officer. You get Captain Charles Bayo, when I'm a principal legion officer, and all of them here. Then you get Reginald Groover, where I'm in charge of mines. Then Kane Yunkela, been in charge of trade and industry. John Karimu, been on finance, and all that thing. So this now the government is way emerge. So this not routine we get long discussion, because I for you put the team name together no more. By God power, very shortly, we can talk about the intrigues where them inside the NPRC, the maneuvering them, which take place, say, will lead to the overthrow of Strasser. We will talk about that. The conspiracy will go into the overthrow of Strasser. That also will form part of the discussion by God in your power. We'll come back. Tomorrow, waiting to happen tomorrow, I want invite you all to an interview where they take place in London, where by God power we talk about the judiciary, we go bring in somebody we get a very sad experience with the judiciary, which meter. So we can't talk about all that. In fact, we go use that also to excuse me, for talk about the bar association where they go for whole election. The most way commodity they talk about lawyers them getting involved in needless criminal violence. Lawyers them where we expect say they go hold candlelight before we. Lawyers them where now they're the guarantors of the constitutional liberties. We see the bar association now, instead of it become a corporate entity of men and women we're committed to the noble objectives or the canons of the law, which they don't divide themselves on partisan basis. You get APC people there within the bar association, you get SLP people. So the election will take place now APC versus SLPP. Only that this time around SLPP now win the bar election and they win the election. You know. So now they win the election because waiting happen this lady what they call Tuma Jabi. Now obviously now in win. Now as I wrap up, I want to address one countryman Mr. Babs Karim or whatever. He talked. I said, Kutubu, stop this history every time. Every time, all the time is about old school. Tired with some old school talk. Fine, guys like Bob's. I don't know if that Bob's or Babs Karim. Then the likes of them. Now then you go put that in class where make World War I come about. Why we go put in that class? Ignorance, the ignorant. Then he failed for understand. John Locke, the great English philosopher, Edmund Burke talk. He said the one day we don't remember yesterday, they go make the same mistake today. Waiting with they see the happen at Salon so. Now because people them, they're very oblivious of waiting we don't meet them. So then they set the machine into motion for letting things they happen again. Bob Karim, now the essence of history. Now the essence that of history. History, what they do, it remind me of the past, then it guide me to the future. I understand who side it come from. I understand. I can sympathize and empathize with you. For let you even kind of social media, you rather than now una we can already first say una go school, una go sit on a desk and bench, but the school no go through una. It better way some of una they kind of una they show una vacuousness. How empty you guys are. Now maybe the politicians then they use una, then they abuse una, then they dump una because we will see this kind of a morals of ignorance on the part we can display so now. Yeah. No, not talk about history. No wonder, guys like una. Now made they use una, dump una, abuse una. Now una then they say, no, go demonstrate. But the one day where they say una safe, let them go demonstrate. They know they do. Their family members they know they can say, I sympathize with you. And Babs Karim, I don't vex by you. I can understand the likes of una. Now they give you the motivation for camp because we really need for school una, for save una from the morals of ignorance, for save una. Because una they drown inside the cocoon of ignorance. Because I cannot imagine you they come na social media, you they write something like this. God go get mercy on people. God go wake una it go awaken una to reality. No, na face reality. It's not surprising why the politicians they use guys like una. Seriously, I can tell you that. It's not surprising why why they use una. They use una because how many, if I mean for ask you, let you give me how the NPRC come about, give me all around. You don't go no. You say, okay, I am not saying you should not talk about history but all the time. Yes, you got to talk about all the time. Karim, you have to. So for remind people that they want the way they work at it, talk say, and then go bring war in the country. We go kill them people here. We'll kill. We'll feed them tribes. Then they do that because of ignorance. What you need for the whole canal, we remind them. Say, wait a minute. You don't read anything about Nigeria. You know what happened in Nigeria January 15, 1966, and July 29, 1966, and then in 1970. You know what happened in Nigeria? These are the things that we can for put out Bobs or Babs and Karim. You get for talk history all the time. You get for a very important. They talk history all the time. History very important. This country, they don't discover this country over 200 years. Then get say for show you how history important. I don't know say do. But who say in America? Hell, I tell you, they get all kind of a history institution in it. You get what they call Bureau of National Archives. They say the records of this country, where from the first day when they discovered America, the records did. You get Bureau of Natural History. You get Bureau of American History. You get this, that. They get all. Even the parliaments in America, the Library of Congress. Waiting in a history, the books there, where they also even get an extension of the library where they call the Jefferson Building. The Jefferson, they name after President Thomas Jefferson. When also library. You know why Salon education not there? Because I don't get nothing when I go refer to. Now they make you see the palpable ignorance on the people there. They can't even construct simple English. They can't even remember anything. If I ask you some questions now, say, Bob Karim, do you tell me about what happened to the Mamioko Street gang? What happened to them? You don't go know. Because sometimes you don't even be not born it, or so you don't be small brat. But you know, the end is way read them again. So all of them guys are where they advocate violence in the country. Look like today. Lawyers, them where we expect much from them, lawyers them. Now they get an election for let the elector for be the president. Look what you will see. I don't know if you see that na social media. I don't know if you see it. You talk about lawyers them, where na the guarantors them of the constitutional liberties. Now they go resort to King Jimmy mentality, the big wolf mentality, the subpit mentality, the boss mentality. Lawyers. So, Bob Karim, we need for the brilliant here to owner. You talk to lawyers. After this program, go look. I don't know, like I said, I don't know who say you there. I don't know that Salon you there or you there. I mean, not in that Salon, but I see what happen. And I don't keep up. When I write the history book where you they condemn, where you know one natural about history, when I reach about we law, we jurisprudence, that go come there also. We get lawyers them we also don't join the criminal syndicate. Get all into it. It's unfortunate that you put yourself in this kind of predicament. They can't talk to and Kutubu stop this and history every time. All the time it's about old school. We tired with some old school. No, now you alone. You know the kudos where they get, oh man. You know how people they bless me for this. You know the kudos. I can understand, guys like Una. I can understand. Trust me. Like I say, I they sympathize with you. I they empathize with you also. I can understand. For let you come, you they downplay the importance of history. No wonder whether so-called politicians they ready they throw una before then they say una death traps then they say una day. Bobs or Babs Karim, I'm not gonna be surprised if you not gonna be one of them guys when they go call Salon and go they give you 2 tip and they call and say no, they will not go there because you don't get nothing you don't learn. You don't get nothing you go refer to. Say, oh no, I don't go do this. Because there are unintended consequences then. Like that McKinney, you remember that thing will happen at McKinney for that generator. Gas like now they the same day. Because I don't get nothing when they refer to. No, I don't get nothing. Like me so, nobody knows say Kutubu no go do this. No, it's not possible, oh man. Because if you say no go do this, the first time they ask you what your family members say, wait it. Then they and most of them people are where guys like how they follow who they listen to. Make don't be saying the people that they oversee. More assume say you didn't salute. When you ready for your phone, what you do? You get for go now, please go to that wait that line check for charge. Me now outside, I get so many outlets inside here. I get so many outlets inside here. I don't need for go any side for charge the phone because electricity today. You get a country with all the 63 years where it since independence state today when they struggle for electricity. You get a country where get 7 rivers in addition to heavy rainfall, but when they struggle for water. Babs, Karim, you don't ever sit down, you ask yourself, say, why would they go through this with all the resources they will go get? You don't ever make comparative analysis for see the Salon where some of we are blessed and fortunate for seeing the Salon where they see now so. Hey, bo, why you subject yourself to this kind of belittlement and embarrassment? How you can't do something like this? How you can't do something like this? You know how much people are grateful for them to what they do? You know how people that they tell God thank you for this? Because the school they know they teach nothing now. Nothing know they when teacher they go now they because they complain they know they pay them. So they go to different thing they do. So where you go if you want, you learn nothing. People they say they don't go school, they don't really get them where they come on nothing. Because they know they learn there nothing know they. Perhaps kind do you do for God and Abby? Do for you yourself your and humanity. Not ever again. Can a social media you do children? You know, I feel sympathy for you. One with other brother, you know, come talk say Mr. Fufana. He say he will say this kind of let's say they go translate her into local languages them. So this they tell Mr. Tuka Fufana. He believes in a history so that the history go guide you know a una then today picking go guide una. Let it in all the languages them. Now they kind of a review we need. So that this commit all with brothers and sisters where they all the way up like where they my 10 boy, where they my 47, where they now Bat Canoe, where they now wherever. They say they get up. So they go learn. But the likes of you guys, you Bascal, we don't go learn that from now. The likes of Nana, they mislead people there. Because we are very negative. You know the negativity they you're very negative. Anything we originally profound about things that we go carry the country go before. You not believe in that. You not believe for them in a society where people are informed, where people they learn, where people they get you left for them a society where now we're a house of functional illiterates a sea of ignoramus system. Now that kind of society you they thrive in. You they thrive in that kind of society. Seriously. Now that kind of society you they thrive in. when are so illiterate and ignorant people they did it. I feel really sorry for you, bro. I really feel sorry for you. And you, the values that we represent, you they underestimate the importance of history. Any nation will not get history, not to a nation, and they man that trade this. America not they play with their history, they don't play with them. They get institutions that were devoted to the preservation of America. If I want to do any research about America now, I run go downtown at DC, go to a place where they call archives. Big place where they get the records of this country from the day when they defeat King George III, where they discover America, where they declare the independence. You go the paper number one will come out on this country, he did it. But if you go to Salon and say they look for papers and for it, you don't even did it. Some of we we follow. Let's see how we can relate now. Now, see where maybe they see where God make a keep them in head. Now, I make why they talk. I know they look because book not they for look. I tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for that one gift we give me. For everything that happened at Salon from colonial times to now under Julius Maada Bio, I keep an eye. I don't get no book. People that keep say something and now I don't decide what I can against you. Not like this. Since I sit down, I don't say I open no book. I don't look nothing. But I say I can sit down back to back. I relate waiting happen from the time we negotiate, we'll get a man. Where then we get what you call the protectorate. And we get the protectorate and the colony. I'll go talk about the protectorate and the colony before we even now can get once way we get parliament. Or we get freetown, and the people will freetown, they say that they call them, then the colony will come up line now with them they call protectorate and so. God bless Sami Timagawe to actually make we all one. But please. Yes, you talk again, say, and maybe he say, they bring clean water. All of this. Now you don't see what they talk. If you then the age will be there, you will not see Salon before. You will not say that see whether it's straight when now it's straight to we. We get say we get street pumps and let tell you something. I'm glad the way you they show you back yourselves now. Saturday, November 25, 1961, the then Duke of Edinburgh, Queen, the late Queen, her husband, when they go to Salon, he and MS Mustafa, now they go to a place where they call Guma Valley. And then they go commission Guma Valley, Saturday, November 25, 1961. We water supply na Salon or Soja, we get to get street pumps, but I'm not sure say you meet street pump na Salon. You don't meet that. I don't go recall we be the blackout. No, blackout don't be there. Because the team they work. Everything be there na Salon. Nobody no need for camp oversee for the Babu and what. Salon had everything we can think of. Some of we tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, boku thank you, because it make we see all of those things there where you not see. So I can understand why you're very uncomfortable. Look like that here. You move from one ignorance to the other. Now you talk say, Kutubu, continue with your history. No, know your history. We know how with your history bring clean water and electricity. How waiting will happen? How you go, bring that now. This is not a matter that way for take with the politicians. I'm not part of it. I don't do anything for bring Salon down. No. We're not part of the corruption because I don't come under Salon very long time. I'm not part of the corruption. We're not part of the mafia rule where they did. We're not part of the one day where they see for the nation. When they did an office now for just drag now aid, why should they staff? Oh man, they tell you Salon where me know where you don't know and where you don't ever know. Now place that way foreigners and the kind they did it. I don't know if you ever hear of what they call Ajay Crowder. Say it again. If you ever go, what kind of food they call it? Ask Susanna Ajay Crowder. They go show Susanna Ajay Crowder and Peter Trump. And go tell you, who that be Ajay Crowder They will tell you. These are all the history of them. So all this way they do so, it just so how negative guys like now una responsible for the state of Salon. Because guys of una they beyond redemption. Nothing don't go redeem una. Nothing. If you they come, they put that kind of thing in there, how may history go bring a clean water, electricity? They don't matter that way for take with the politicians then. Say, but how would go there now? A whole country so don't get independence. Now 63 years in the move, don't get water now. Don't you water that they did? They water the way they hold the own that they did. Oh, I don't need what now. Oh man, I make sickness but kuna Salon. Oh man. Now I make sickness but cool because the water they are not being processed. How na get to the boy go there now? And we all they can vaccinate. So me go advise you like change your attitude. Change your attitude. Change your mentality, bruh. You too sucked up in ignorance. This is what they call deliberate ignorance. You don't close your ears and you don't set your eye. You know what? The only thing where you believe in, the thing where they ride with you. Anything where originally profound about how a nation will go before you don't believe that. You don't demonstrate and now what you right now, yeah. I really feel sad for you. I feel sad. This small pep talk where I give you say that will give you a quick awakening. Say, oh, wait a minute. Now the wrong, how they call them, I train up. But you just dig in more and more. You just dig in. Now, they get an English word where they can use, and they call them incorrigible. And an incorrigible is somebody where there's no way we're going to redeem them. You know, we're going to redeem them. It is beyond redemption. Little wonder where these politicians, they can find them very easy to use for use guys like Kauna. Because anything where they tell people like that they check out ipso facto. You don't go ask question because you don't get the capacity for ask question. You don't get that. Because you don't go ask intelligent question. Wait till I don't see so now, go show say now una let people that we go sit on that classroom. We warm the bench, but the school don't go through it. You don't go through that. It's not surprising where people they say they go to school there, they get all their grade, but they come out, they don't function. Now you don't prove so that today. If there's any time where evidence don't come out, say guys that could just go school up, but that don't go through that. You don't prove that there. No, I don't funny. If anybody is funny, now you funny. Because of you cascade of gross stupidity and morals of ignorance. No, I am. I'm very classy. You see me very appearance there. Me very appearance, they should say, no, you talk. Now somebody when they class right, they give it. I don't just come anyhow. I don't come anyhow. I don't come anyhow. I come in a very respectful manner. So now if anybody they were funny, now you funny. I wish you never be kind at the platform there. But what I get for beginning talk to me, you know, my colleagues in Guinea. But for your information, being a journalist in Guinea also, I get accreditation. I get it. I will begin talking to them guys that can that come then they got a block. Because guys that are not good, not bad influence, they are not good. That make it very difficult for less than go before. Look like today, lawyers they go for election for pick their team, who that will be the leader. What you come that goes most like commodity. Lawyers them. When are the bastion of the constitutional liberalism, where that them that we guarantee them. Look how they go behave. Lawyers. You all let them support people there. Then bequeath people there. Then King Jimmy people there. What's the difference between them? With guys they could not the same. Now the mentors and that need it. Now they kind of people they would they learn from, would they take example that they would they admire, that they would have very enamored of. They kind of a guy they need. Well, I tell God thank you. I tell God thank you. Where I can I tell God thank you. Now me on give this and give back to society. One other one okay again. One Michael, whatever I call himself, he say we they entertain now. It's fine. Why find out they entertain. Life go take and too serious, Michael. So you find out they do the entertainment, but only that they do the entertainment within the constraints of coming up with things same way. Because I don't say 2, 3 people that pick up something now. Because from the action now, Salon I give you all the other because the guys that will be even from the NPRC, they don't even write any book. Nothing. Once we go to Nigeria, then guys say wait to take over. Then they write books. The guys that from the Ote Canon, Strasser don't ever write a book about all this time we spend at NPRC. Why they pull out? Waiting that you know right now. So they let say go take up. That's it. So that's it. So I'm glad all the titles that we don't give me. I'm glad yes. Me a comedian, which is fine. I'm glad intellectual comedian. I really tell God thank you for that. Yes, me a comedian. It's fine. I tell God thank you for that. But the fact of the matter is, what I tell you thank you for, when you actually can't show say the likes of una that make Salon this so. Ignoramus is like una. People like una way don't become very oblivious of reality. For let you come to social media, you remain so for comments here. The two wonder the politicians they use una. They abuse una. They dump una. Because what it happened now, that Cesar don't tell the politician and say, yes, what una they do to so it okay. Now una. Like which you don't do so. So tomorrow I get a major interview. But come tomorrow, you can listen to somebody. Now from England, the person away and they do the hook up. He go na Salon. He waiting, he go through na the judiciary in hand. Tomorrow I can't listen. Can't listen. You will see what happened. Can't listen tomorrow. Well, Mr. Fofana, I tell you, thank you. You follow the Nigeria truth and square every day and the reader day. Every day, the man will be there in charge of her. Like I said, now, wait, before I can do this program, yeah, so now I be look so. I follow everything. Now, Obasanjo 9 said that Justice Oputa, that old private the pardon that is 2049 there. But today, if you try for access, the truth, you will think say the thing they on now. These are the importances of YouTube. That make I say this WhatsApp accommodate. That make I don't kinda. So when you talk, Mr. Tunkar, you're very right. Almost every day at the access up, the justice Oputa, panel every day. I don't learn a lot from them. A lot. I'm glad the way somebody like you they do and let God bless you. That shows say you're not person way intellectually inclined. And then can't see it or for the AE. I'm really glad for that. I mean, I really give kudos. That in the first Sal Union, we don't come with them. One day I don't see any Sal Union we can say, well, guess what? I read about the people that place. I don't read about that person. I really give kudos for that. The mere fact that you're able to support you at all that justice Oputa in panel landing. I really now they Bishop Hassan Kuka we don't become an icon in Nigeria. Now they all be there for that panel. Bishop Hassan Kuka. So my advice to you, please continue for the read. Please. Hey, widen the horizon, please. I'm very impressed by this way they put that. This one thing we put there. Believe me, You don't win me. You don't win me respect. You don't win me respect. Seriously. For this one thing where you don't put in a year, you talk about the Oputa panel. You don't win me respect. Say go. And be advised, please continue. They read outside the scope of Salon. Widen the horizon. That's not in a Salon for it. What they did na propaganda, APC, SPP. APC, that make a common WhatsApp. Because that's not the way you will read it. That's it. A waste of time. But this way you do so, tomorrow I will ask you for it also come back. Please. Because I get an interview. But again, like I said, this way, what you don't do, you separate yourself from the likes of Bob's or Babs Karim. Whilst in a display palpable ignorance and cascade of gross stupidity, you can display intelligence. Now you can't display that intelligence. What you do, you draw a line between you and Mr. Karim. The man, I must say, you really don't win me respect Naya. For this one thing where you mentioned Naya, we're so factual. It's so factual that they kind of people that I make a decide for Canada say, at least I would run, I'm inadequate intelligent people. I only hope say Karim not come Naya because I don't need guys like that. I don't need them. So I really today because they're a negative person that they all make salute this so. Do you understand, Fofana? Anytime I come on social, please come in. I know say something the way you say we will relate to. So tomorrow by God power, we interview somebody from England. When at the same judiciary we talk about by God power, we'll talk about what happened at Salon today. The Bar Association will go hold election. When I go supposed commodity, we'll talk about that. For sure, the level where they don't sink to. The level where the Bar Association don't sink to. They go. People that would express it, that they actually would look up to. That kind of a profession, that noble profession of law. Look how they reduce them. But then they do that because they don't say guys they Karim they did. But Karim don't even know about what even happened. They don't even know. They don't even know. Say Bar Association hold election today between where if you will talk to APC and SPP because what I say Kamal Idadi Nana be Attorney General for McKinney. So obviously na APC they represent Tuma Jabi we win Idadi na the big people they win in SPP Dr. Boubacar Jabi. Now they so we will talk say na APC SPP election na happen today but only that na SPP win day. Because na Tuma Jabi na win. But if we ask Karim, I don't even know what happened there. But it's still, again, the brazen impudence, again, the temerity, again, the troopers for can't spill this kind of gobbly the gook and irresponsible claptrap na so. We only have exposing vacuousness. Now they are go sit on na bench now, but school not go to them. They're going to get massive. So until then, you guys will not get, not to you, Karim, not to you. Now, Mr. Fofana, Tunkara Fofana, now they wish a very pleasant and blessed good night. And they pray say, oh, Ikaya will be similar like Rahim. Let Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can go home back with Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Guys, that we can gain a whole lot from it. Mr. Sawe Sidona, so Mr. Kidi, pick for people there. Me not to a fountain of knowledge. I don't want to let anybody ever go with any, how they call us, say, me not a fountain of knowledge. Mr. Natia, you're like what Mr. Fofana did too. That's what Mr. Fofana talk about. He don't come suddenly. Now effort he make, he read, he do research. Now they able to talk about Oputa panel. He don't just come by accident. He don't come by accident. Now really read. He go proudly talk about Oputa panel as if na Nigeria he did. Then in Nigeria, he go how come about because he research, he read. Man, let God bless you. And I hope say that knowledge we have, you will pass that knowledge to guys like Bob's Karim, they pass that knowledge to them. Again, the finally again, like I say, I kaya bismillah rahmani rahim. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can go back home with Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. I'm highly impressed by you. I go till eternity. Respect you. You know this man, you know the man, we don't read outside Salon. You don't read outside Salon. And not see talk about APC, SPP politics there. You talk about something that happened in Nigeria. And all this now because of waiting me take place. That senseless carnage will start January 15, 1966. Say go to July 29, 1966. Say it escalate into that the Biafra where the country get dismember. All of them here so now come where this put up panel come about. All of them here will be happen. Then they part 30 months, gruesome war, 30 months, carnage, and wanting destruction. You see, all that ignorance. Right? So, until you come to my Mr. Tuka Fofana, you get a very blessed good night. You get a very blessed, good night. So, until then, you guys should not get a very blessed. Well, you say that man, England, when they bring back you diamond, they say, okay, by God power, we'll talk about all that thing as we go along, we will tell them. Say, okay, then with diamond, they would have been, but don't forget to, now your brother said, yeah, the diamond, they not tifamo. So Michael, when they talk, say, they bring back the diamond, when are they talk about the November 25 visit, where the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh be make, where they go do, I go tell now how they go na Yengema, where they give them the diamond, who they give the Prime Minister, where they give the diamond. So when they blame them, no, now people, they're not tifamo. Now we own people, they with politicians, they take and give them. Do ya? They get one Bible, they say, where you fall the dog, you fall the bone also. You're not tifamo. Because say, wait, sit down now, if you send anything for me now, I will take it. Yeah? Now, I make for action say if we are a sovereign nation, all tell we leaders say they listen to it, then people they tell them no. About tell us say no, we are a sovereign nation, but that not go happen because all tell we did it with the bigger. All tell with the bigger, and they call it the pipe in the tune where the bigger, and they give condition there. Under Shaka series, we don't lost with diamond. I don't know if Bob's about Karim Aho EBB on that Shaka series. We lost diamond on that Star of Salon. On that Momo, we lost diamond then. On that virtually all of them, we know they see the money there. These are all the things that will come for they talk about. How many of them know of all these things? Not of account for the big fun Naya. They come more people that say in a comedian. No, I'm not a comedian. By far, I get antecedents where you don't ever get them. Professors in Asfobe College, and they get some Kutubu, they are publish a book. Okay? Professors. If anybody knows a comedian, now you're not a comedian. By the very appearance, if you really get self-respect, and then you don't feel for big that today, there's nothing by me we comic. No, I'm not a comedian. I know the carry myself. I carry myself with the utmost respect and dignity. Yeah, a very unfortunate comment that, but that the lifestyle I would get, that the people where Mr. How they call that, you see what he mean there, Mr. Tunkara, he not come with any characterization. He talks something we make a gladdy. I said, Alhamdulillah, we get one people in a salon where yes, the politics but we'll get some, people in a salon where if they get the opportunity, they'll make a big. Mr. Fofana don't prove if he get the opportunity, he will make a bit. But like you, I let whose opportunity again you. It just like when they keep about slave, whether they don't go, always they don't understand that. And then you whoever they were, you will never wait to display that so to tell me say, who say you don't need, say go, oh man, you don't go commodity. Where they can't downplay the importance of history. That's the way Mr. Fofana talks to. Now, history that day, that Oputa panel where he infact to. Now, history that day in Nigeria. that will always guide them. It will always guide them. Okay? That Oputa panel where it talk about. Now, one of Nigeria, the major history that day, because it touched on a number of things in Nigeria will affect Nigeria. That's not the importance of history that day. Okay? History not to play business. It will guide you to the future. If anybody want care, oh, lost that another Biafra, lost that Biafra, and they say, hey, wait a minute. Una don't forget to be happy when I become up with Biafra Naya. The 30 months, why will be there, pan? Una don't forget the carnage and destruction, and the importance of history that day. Finally, Mr. Atuka, I love my heart for you. Let God bless you. We need people like Una for the come around. Anytime we chance, please come around. So tell me, say, go learn from you. This thing we put now so today, you not talk long ago, you just talk about the but that Oputa panel, the mere fact that you mentioned that should say you're a man of substance, bro. That you the endeavor for it. As opposed to this misguided and ignorant upstarts, we can make a ridicule and caricature of yourself now. Until then, I will see you tomorrow.